It was a obvious defraud. Basically they told me at 1:54 that the out for lunch. At 2:54, and this is an approximation, it's been over and over by that time, they said that they already went home, never came back. So this is an ongoing theme with them. They have done this more than once. Last time I even continuously recorded them telling me that the postmaster was in Rockledge and they weren't in Rockledge. However, they were here. They just didn't want to be seen or heard. And now we're back here again, and we're going to wait for the police, and then we're going to go inside and hopefully get a contract and some legal mail that is owed to us. After all this effort we had to do and come back in again today. But this is what we deal with here at State Road 524, Cocoa, Florida, the United States Postal Service. They clearly have a rogue. I don't want to name the employee because I don't have any background on him, but I believe he is an ex-law enforcement officer, and he's been initiating all this contact to be, basically hateful. Now, all we can do is hold the camera and prove what we see, but I know what I know. This isn't going on for nothing. They don't deny you your mail, trained professionals, unless they have a very good reason. They have a contract that I supposedly signed, and I implore anybody, if I can't get it, reach out and try and get it yourself. You can't get it. But if you were to get it, you're going to find a fraudulent contract, because I never signed a contract. However, I did sign a notice, or what I agreed to. When they said my door was a screen door. They came out and inspected my door, and they said, your door is fine. Sign this to relinquish the delivery of your, or not relinquish, to continue getting mail, basically. I signed it, and my mail started coming again until the mail carrier that you can see on video, in the 8-minute video, telling me, if you continue to record us, we're going to stop delivering all of your mail. And that become true and correct. As I'm standing here today, I'm not getting my legal mail or any of my other stuff that is very important for me right now. So once again, here they go. Car number 86 has arrived, and we're going to go ahead and meet with them. I'll give them the brief rundown, and then we're going to go inside. Hello. You got your camera, right? I'm gonna stop. Well, let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna stop this one because I want to show the videos on this one, and I can always get that one. Or a picture. What happened yesterday was, I came in for my legal mail, about 1:54. They said the postmaster is gone for lunch, so I waited an hour. I said, hey, is they back? They said they left for the day. This is not the first time you guys have been called because of this. They keep using different postmasters, and they keep saying one thing or the other, but they never produce a postmaster. In this case, my legal mail, and I have a case pending today. Okay. I'm not sure if this is the legal mail I'm waiting on, but either way, I would like my legal mail.
Okay. Did you get a notification that your mail
Yes,
was
I did.
there? Okay.
That's what I'm gonna get on my phone.
Okay.
Let me see if I can do it without ending this. How do
I can go talk to them, but I can't make them give you it.
No, I understand.
Right.
Sure
Just making sure.
What I would like to do is get a contract that I want to try and get, whatever it can determine. Why are they not delivering what was written in that written contract that they're trying to claim it's preventing me from getting mail?
All right. Well, let me go talk to them and see what's going on.
I'll wait outside?
Okay, yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's find out. This is how your United States Postal Service just screws over people. They get paid by the people, and they take advantage of the people. Just as we're standing here today, we have the officer going in there on our behalf, and we're going to see what they have to do or say when they come out. Hopefully they have my legal mail. Hopefully they have my contract. Let's find out. Let's observe and or report. Open gate here. What's going on behind the scenes? This is the bald-headed guy, I believe is a cop. See the one that's walking with the big belly? He's walking from the right to the left. He's out of view. He's right there now. That's the instigator of all this. One of them, anyway. There's actually a few of them. And the other one over there, I think, is some kind of maintenance manager. The rest of them are just mail carriers. This is just my observation. I'm not no skilled interpreter of what they are. So we are going to wait to see what they say and or do. Last time the police came, they did a lot of scurrying around. In other words, they ran and got in their vehicles and hauled ass because that's just what they do. I mean, I don't think any of these people intended to get up out of bed to go to work and not do their job. But one particular mail carrier on video specifically says exactly that. And there's a reason behind this. They claim I'm the problem. Well, the problem is this. I want my mail. I have a case today. I literally, I've been told to mediate, and in order to mediate, I need stuff like the records, the bills. Of course, I have emails, but I need the written copies because they have specifics that I don't know about because I don't have them. And I believe I'm entitled to my legal paperwork. So here at Cocoa, Florida, State Road 524, this is the measures that and actually, if you look at the reviews, others are forced to deal with. I watched the video yesterday from 5 years ago when they tumbled a box into somebody's front yard until it fell apart. And that's amazing that people have cameras now and can capture this stuff and post it. And I think we all should do that because it'll bring the appropriate attention to the appropriate people. We're gonna wait to see what they say and or do. So the guy that we saw, the big guy, he's not a postmaster or anything. He's always been acting like a postmaster, and he's the one that tells the postmasters what to do. The one I was talking about looks like a cop, acts like a cop and all that. I'm not going to say his name because it's not appropriate until I have more information. But what he does, he tells me, or tells them to tell me, and you can visually see him in the videos doing so, or he'll go in the back like he did yesterday for a supposed break and come back out a few minutes later when I leave. And by the way, yesterday, I heard him talking about me, saying how he sent a certified letter to the postmaster regarding the mail and laughed about it and said that's going to get him nowhere quick. And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to start recording again. And luckily, I have that ability. And we all do, by the way. If you have problems yourself, anyone, anywhere, I'm not no lawyer, but I suggest looking up the law really quick on Google or whatever and taking advantage of the fact that we all have cameras on hand and we can record to prove facts of the case. How one little business or postal place can cause so much havoc in not only my life, but dozens upon dozens of others if you look at the reviews once again. And it's not just this different, type of problem. It's the same type of problem. Mail carrier. I mean, they've been ripping me off for as long as I can remember. I'm supposed to be working again today. I'm here instead. Well, actually, I have to do the mediation, but this here is exactly what we don't want. Spend the day at the post office. So I can tell you right now, pay very good attention to this gate and how open it is today, because tomorrow, or very soon hereafter, it's going to be privacy watch. I don't secure that in my head that's going to happen, but I do believe from experience, whenever people don't like to get recorded, they do such things. it's just amazing that they can literally get away with stuff like this because they say, oh, he's crazy. Yeah, well, maybe you're driving me crazy because you won't let me fucking live a normal life. I have to run here every day to pick up my own mail. I don't even have a P.O. box. I don't want one. I have a humongous safe of a mailbox. And something they have written in there specifically states not to put the mail in the mailbox. Can't explain it. All I know is that I want the mail. I want to go on with my life. If the court wants me to do something and I can't do it because they won't allow me to get the mail, I mean, this won't be the first time, and it literally, it's probably not going to be the last. I don't see how they get away with withholding mail, especially something so crucial to people, and they just, like they're trying to push somebody's buttons. At least they're safety minded for the most part. Here's my mail carrier right there. Loading up now. I'm not sure. I just can't see from this far to be absolute, but I believe it is. It appears we're being watched too. Somebody's watching. Yeah. Did they expect me not to come and get my legal mail? Y'all don't want to put it in the mailbox, and y'all don't want to give it to me, so please explain to the officer and myself what in the hell is going on, so we can have a conclusion to this after years. And for everybody watching at home who just watched, I don't have to look at the comments, if any. Oh, just hellos. But this all started with an 8-minute video, or it didn't start at that point. That's where the mail delivery problem started. It all started when I caught someone stealing my mail. I'm not going to say the name, he was a juvenile. And I believe this person to be directly involved. And then shortly thereafter, another incident occurred where I caught a video of the neighbor running through the yard, damaging my property and my neighbor's property, going through our ditch. My neighbor reported it with my video, and ever since then I've been getting negative results from the mail carrier. I've been complaining about the negative results, and as I complain, they do more and more of nothingness. They just do nothing, literally and figuratively, nothing. They're getting all angry and shit and recording me and getting to the point where they don't really want to be recorded, I guess. But wouldn't you think it would be easier to supply me with my mail? Oh, great. Hello. That's my truck. Yes, sir.
Come on, Scooby.
What's your name, by the way?
Santana.
Santana?
I'm just a regular clerk here. I'm just
a regular clerk.
Yeah. So look, this is what you're gonna do, okay? You're gonna go ahead.
That's these top three.
Yeah. So you're gonna go ahead and sign,
Are you the
print.
postmaster?
No.
You're gonna go ahead and sign,
Yes, sir.
print, and date, okay?
Sign.
Sign, print, date, and then you'll click address sheet.
Today's the 4th.
The 4th.
It is, yeah.
That's just the receipt going.
And then
back.
you want my address?
No, you don't.
No,
need it
no,
on there.
no need for that. All
Um,
right, I'm gonna scan this in.
this is the signature for the actual certified. That green thing is just a receipt that goes back to the sender
that.
to let them know.
So this is that I received, and this is what I'm receiving.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Signature.
Yep.
Deliver. Billy.
Thank you.
Give me a second, David. Let me go ahead. Let me go ahead and scan that, okay?
Scan that right there. They'll take a picture. That way they know he signed it.
How do I get the contract that's written up about my mail not getting delivered?
I'm not sure. I wouldn't be able to answer that.
Who would?
So with the contract, they said that they've notified you that the packages won't get delivered to your door if they're too big for your mailbox. So
Yep.
that's why they
Yep.
come here. Those
So
are the
now-
only things. But they'll deliver your mail if there's not anything blocking your path or making it impossible to deliver.
It's yeah. I have nothing in my yard. Maybe a truck
well,
sometimes.
this,
then you
they-
gotta
this
scan
has
that,
to be certified. This is
prepaid
certified, so all
acceptance. Okay,
certified
gotcha.
mail goes here always.
Now I get things like an oil drain plug or something the size of your thumb, and it won't find its way into my mailbox ever.
So if that's the case, it might be certain packages. I'm not really.
That's
sure
why I
if
want to
it's-
read the printing of the contract.
Yeah,
Is there any
they
way?
don't have anything specific. They've just told you that they can't deliver to your door.
That
That's
doesn't
all.
make sense because I mean the only thing they have is the mail carrier telling me if I continue to record her, she's going to stop delivering my mail, and then they stop delivering my mail. That doesn't make sense, does
She
it?
doesn't. Yeah, she just doesn't want to be recorded when she doesn't need to be. I mean,
But I've been accused of being animal interference and stuff. So if I'm not recording it, nobody's going to believe it's not happening.
right.
I mean, where's the truth in that? Why can't I record to
you can
prove that?
record your yard.
Yeah, and that, because of that, they won't
She
let me.
doesn't want to be recorded.
So then change the mail carrier to somebody who will obey the law.
Right. Well, she's obeying the law.
Well, it's my First Amendment right to record her.
Right? Yeah, you can record her, but
Yeah.
she doesn't want to be recorded. It's
So,
her right
Because
to
she
say, "I don't wanna
doesn't.
be."
Yeah, but now she's taking it out on me, but not delivering my mail for years, and I have.
Yeah, she says this has been going on for years.
Yes.
That it's been a lot of harassment from you.
Well,
from
it's
you
actually.
to the other postmasters as well. So that's another reason why the postmaster doesn't want to get involved with this.
Who gets involved with this then?
It doesn't sound like an issue to me. It sounds like you're getting your mail, and they just gave
Well,
you your
I
mail
like-
today, so
yes,
they
ma'am.
don't have to go out there.
I want my contract of what was written that they're saying. I want to know who wrote and who put in the order that says no mail. Why is it okay for them to stop delivering my packages and me having to come down to get
Well, legal mail always, you have to come and get legal mail.
No, usually they come to my front door. If you
Yeah,
check,
That's
hold on. I had a case last month where
Okay.
I signed for one of these in my front yard.
Okay.
So how is that the truth?
Well, if you're there, they can give to you because you have to sign.
They knocked
for
on my
it.
door. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to sign for the legal mail.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
So, if she doesn't want to knock on your door because of your dog or because you've got cameras everywhere or whatever, she has the right to put the paper there and to go.
So what if I'm wearing a green shirt and she doesn't want to deliver my mail because I'm wearing a green shirt?
That's a little silly. Let's
Well,
not
I'm
be
saying it's-
dramatic about it.
No, I'm
okay?
just saying an example.
I know.
My dog. Everybody has dogs. My dog's not doing anything aggressive. He's inside the
Right.
house. He's actually an elderly dog.
Yeah, well, if she doesn't She's worried about the dog. She's worried about the dog. I mean,
She's
everybody knows
making-
that dogs go after mailmen.
Yes,
you know,
ma'am, but
it's a
she's
thing.
making a worry about the dog because I snitched on her about going through the neighbor's yard and I provided a video of that. This is where this kind of all started. And I think we need to, maybe address it a little better, maybe get a contract, or what they're saying is preventing my
From
mail.
what I understand, there's no contract that says that. It's they just don't go up to your door because of certain reasons, and they give you the post. If the package is too big to go in your mailbox,
I have a
then
big safe for a
it will
mailbox.
be
It has
here.
it has a box for
Right.
packages and a box for letters. They don't use any of the ones for the packages ever.
Right. I don't know anything about that.
Yeah.
So I just know what they told me in there
Alright.
is that if it's too big for your mailbox, it goes here. Legal mail, if you're not there to sign for it, it goes here. And I know that too because I signed for legal mail at the post office myself when I was a home good collector.
But that's just tyranny. That's just them telling me because I won't agree to not recording them, they're going to stop delivering my mail, and that's kind of what they're doing, and you guys are agreeing with it.
I'm not agreeing with that. I mean,
Well, then-
it's whatever they're doing, the postmasters, they're under their own laws, really. Postmasters
So they
are
can make up their own laws.
investigators.
Okay, I'll run with that because that's all we have to go with, I guess.
I mean, they don't have a contract, so
According to, I went to the representative in Vieira. They said there's a contract, and I need to obtain that contract.
there's a
I have an
contract?
email. Yes.
Are you guys familiar with any contracts? Because when I asked
The
them,
only thing we have is go to USPS.com and they'll tell you everything as far as.
Right, but supposedly I signed something. Because Dominic Alejandro, the previous postmaster, came out to my house to inspect my door to see that it was a welded steel door. Because she claimed it was a tethered screen door. I have a welded door. There's no screen. It's like steel mesh. So after he inspected my door, he had me sign something. It was not written on because it says, this is just showing you're signing off that I checked your door and your mail will be resumed. Mail resumed, and then one day, on the day I have the video of, she said, word for word, if you continue to record me, I'm going to stop delivering all your mail. And that's why we're here today. Do you see an easier resolution? Any advice?
honestly, my advice is to prevent all of this. Get a P.O. box at the other post office and have all your mail routed there.
I don't go out every day like that to go to the mail post office every time I want to get my mail. I have.
Get it? But that's honestly, that's going to be the best option because unless you want to go down some crazy legal route, which I can't advise you on because I have
No, I
idea
understand. I
about it.
understand. But at least if I'm going to do anything else, I would need the contract that the congressman is telling me is available and that they should be able to provide because they have it in their possession. Because I handed Dominic a paper with my signature, and I have a very strong suspicion they've been putting notes on it saying, let's just make him do this. Let's just make him not do this.
When was that?
I don't remember when Dominic was postmaster here, but it's been about 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
So when Dominic was here, well, it's a new postmaster now, so
Yes.
I don't know. Does this sound familiar at all?
Not that I know of.
No?
This is only my third day in this position, so
Okay.
I do not know.
All right.
I just came out here because I wanted to make sure you got.
I appreciate that.
No,
No, sir. Thank
I
you.
want to help this lady over here.
Yes, sir.
So I just came out to make sure your stuff got signed for and you
I
were good to
appreciate
go.
that. All right. Do you know anything about the postmaster when I can speak with them? I want to come in and verbally speak to them about that contract and about what I signed in front of Dominic.
I don't know. I don't
Based
know what.
on
I don't even know what
everything
you
that's been
signed.
going on, I would send a representative at this point.
What kind of representative?
Legal, I don't
I
know.
don't have money to hire anybody. In fact, that's why I'm here. I'm trying to deal with the legal matter, and this happened before. I have a $500,000 case, and they kept my legal mail.
Well, with the whole recording, so you understand when you're showing up at their gates, recording them, recording everything that they're doing, that makes people feel really uncomfortable. It's like, am I doing something wrong? Do I have to really worry about what I'm doing? Like, oh my goodness. It makes people feel very uncomfortable.
It makes me feel very uncomfortable to come here every time to get my mail.
Right, but you're recording everybody doing everything that they're doing. While you have a legal right to do that, I'm not saying you don't, go ahead. You need to understand that you make other people feel uncomfortable that way. And so why would, when they've had verbal altercations with you in the past regarding all of this issue, why would they continue to want to have more verbal altercations when you have a camera in your face?
Well, I'm not holding it in
It
your
makes
face.
them feel uncomfortable. They are
I'm
not
doing exactly what you're
required.
doing. It's on my shirt.
Right, this is for my protection.
Mine too.
Okay, I gotcha. And like I said, you have every legal right in the city of Benham. You have every legal right to record in a public space, right?
Okay.
And on your property.
Okay.
You're good. But if people don't want to be recorded, you know, and they're gonna go out of the way to not be recorded, like that's
But they're actually going out of their way and doing something. I feel like it's illegal to withhold my mail and make me have to come back and forth. You know, I came here yesterday for this, and they said they
Yeah.
couldn't provide it.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that.
I have it on video.
I gotcha. I know, but from what I understand, they had to go and look for it
Yeah,
when I
I
was
know.
back there. Because I
Yeah,
went back
thank
there
you
and they
for
had to
that.
go
I
and look
appreciate
for it.
that.
Yeah, no problem. So someone was like, well, he needs it, so let's get it.
Yeah.
So, and then of course he comes out here so that you can make sure to sign it, so there's
Yeah.
no more verbal altercation. Because
Yeah, there's never been a verbal altercation in there. I've always been peaceful with them.
I
Yeah.
don't know, they feel like there has been, you know, it's a back and forth. Okay.
Well, that's why it's
So
on
I'm
video.
just trying to explain to you, you know, you have legal rights to record. I don't care if you do. You can put a
Okay.
camera in my face and I'll still talk normal.
Yeah, I
not a big deal.
appreciate that.
But most people are not like that. The majority of people don't want to be recorded constantly.
I understand. I don't want to re-record it when I'm sitting on the toilet, but when I'm at my duties and I'm being paid by somebody, if somebody's paying me, if I'm working for, I work for a junk removal company. They come out there and they record me all the time, take the stuff out of their shed. I don't say, hey, I don't want to be recorded. I'm going home. I don't want to work for you no more. I quit. You know, it's I'm the boss. I mean, I'm sorry, they're the boss, so they're telling me what to do. In this case, I'm paying for services to get my mail delivered. If they're not delivering it, I want to show why. I'm supposed to be the person who's the customer here, and I think I have at least some rights to get my mail.
Yeah, I don't know where the contract would be. I don't think this current postmaster has it. Whichever paper you signed, you never got a copy of it?
No, because it was blank. He said he was going to fill it out back over here to say he inspected my door and it's fine. Those were his words.
That doesn't. Never sign a paper if it's blank. Not until you know what's written on it, right?
I thought the problem was over after he did that because I figured once he came and saw my door was welded steel, not she just said a tethered screen door. That's what was written in my messages,
Okay.
and there was no screen on there. It's got little holes, it's like an expanded steel. So he came out there, grabbed the door, shook it. He put his hand on it. No way a dog would get through it. So he was like, your mail's gonna get delivered, and it did for a while until I started recording her again. She said she was gonna stop.
I don't know what the legal rights are around the mail.
Me neither.
to be honest with you.
I don't either.
It's all civil and that.
But I guess we got a lot of information and stuff done here. I appreciate that. I'll take that away anyway.
You said you're in talks with somebody right now? Like you said you have an advisor in Vieira? Who's your advisor?
No, I went to Vieira because I tried going to the council meeting over this. I had to go to the federal guy, and it's on the second floor in Vieira right next to the courthouse and everything.
Yeah.
And I want to remember the name. It's in my email, but they specifically sent me an email saying, according to their contract that you signed, that you're not going to get your mail until you do such and such. And I'm like, well, let me see the contract. They said, you have to go over there and get it yourself.
Okay.
And that's when I brought the police here the first time to try and get the contract, and I never got it.
What paper did you have that said that you wouldn't get your mail unless you could provide the contract?
It's an email.
Is there an email?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to stop this for a minute.
I don't know anything about it.
Yeah, I'll show you because I reached out to
He's retired. Contract, if that's the case.
police. Make an agreement where I can understand and facilitate whatever you guys need me to do to get mail. How can we set that up?
Like I said, if you're not home to receive legal mail, or available to sign for it, you will have to pick it up here. That's how it is.
I understand.
Yeah.
I never contested that.
As for your packages, if they don't feel comfortable with the dog, if your dog is loose or anything,
He's never loose. If he was, he'd be run over.
I don't know. But Rottweilers are more of an aggressive breed. They are, I had one when I was 4.
I know,
We
he's
had to
11 years old.
I
He's,
can't speak for your dog, but I was a carrier as well.
yeah.
And if I felt uncomfortable about a dog, I would scan it and whatever. But I don't know.
Yeah,
your
you should
situ-
watch
I
the
don't know
video.
your
She
situation.
pulls up upon me and my dog and says, "Here's your mail." It's like she knows what she's doing. She knows exactly what she's doing, and it's not about animal interference or dog. Because me and my dog on February 19th were in New York City, and I'm watching my tracking on my mail. It says animal interference. How can my animal be interfering from New York City? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's why I recorded when I got back, and that's when she said what she said. Said, "You continue to record me, I'm gonna stop delivering all your mail." Because I was recording her when I got back from New York City, following her saying animal interference while we were in New York City. I have dogs, and me and my dog in Manhattan in
Right.
Central Park on those days that she's saying animal interference. We have video proof that the animal couldn't interfere from New York, unless it was a bird.
Well, let me ask you a question. With all this video stuff, are you putting it out online?
Yes, ma'am.
Alright. So that's probably why she's uncomfortable, because you're exposing her
Corruption.
face to...
No. Actually, her
No,
face
you're
was
trying
in
to
it.
expose corruption, but you're also exposing her personal
I wasn't.
image
I don't think you'll find
to
it.
the public.
You won't find a picture of her that I put on there. You'll find that I was holding it down and I wasn't getting her face.
Okay, so it was just voice.
Yeah.
Use
Voice.
your name.
Well, what do you mean name?
Her name.
I don't know her full name. I never
But
got
you're
it.
using her name as a
I never put her name on there.
person. Well, I'm just saying. I'm just letting you know what's probably making her feel uncomfortable.
Okay.
You know,
I mean,
it's from her perspective. That's probably what it is. I'm not
Can
saying
you-
it is. I'm
can
saying
you
it's
let me and her
possible.
talk about whatever makes her feel uncomfortable? Maybe we can figure out how she can
Probably
help.
not. She's not thrilled. So when I was talking to her, she's not thrilled.
Imagine she's already gone today. As
Yeah,
well.
so.
Yeah.
All right. So going
Well-
forward, what would be the best course of action so I can resolve this? And
Let me advise them to create a new contract because it's a new
please, that would be
postmaster.
nice.
So create a new contract saying whatever they need to say, so that you have that for your records.
That would be nice.
You know, I don't know if you guys go out and inspect people's homes.
I mean, I would imagine case by case. So you said Dominic's been out.
Yeah,
there.
he's been out there and he apparently shook my door and checked the door and said that was fine. I thought that was going to be a solution. So if anybody can reevaluate that and find a solution, like I have a wooden box sitting right next to my tree that whenever somebody cuts my grass, he gets the money out of it. Maybe they could just put the mail in that tree box. It's there.
Okay.
I mean, but nobody wants to talk to me or help to resolve it.
I'll go talk to them and
Yeah,
see if
thank
maybe
you.
we can get that kind of resolution.
Yeah, and let them
going.
know there's a box by my tree that my lawn maintenance guy always picks up the money out of. I'll stop putting money in it and they put my mail in it. I mean, something.
How big is it? Is it kind of big?
It's actually an antique milk box. It's made to fit about 6 milk bottles in it. The old glass milk bottles
by a tree. Is that like in the front yard?
in the front yard, right next to the tree. It's been there for forever.
By the curb?
No, by the tree.
Where's
It's-
your,
Yeah, I know,
is
but
your
it's
mailbox on your side or the other side?
The other side.
The other side.
it's about 12 feet away from the front of my house,
Yeah.
and the road's another 23 feet away from the tree.
Because I'm thinking, I mean, would you be willing to put that, like, attach it to your mailbox?
No, because on my mailbox, it's a safe. It's about the size of that concrete there. It has on top for mail and on the bottom for boxes. So why would I put a third box, you know?
Gotcha.
I got 2 there now.
Gotcha. Well, I mean, I'll advise them of that.
Okay.
Your mail carrier for that. And then, I mean, if you could put, like, packages on it or...
It does. It says packages on it. In
It
fact,
does?
I've explained to them, I made videos after videos. Why don't they put things like a drain plug the size of my thumb
Okay.
in the mailbox? But they won't put it in the mailbox, they'll make me come get it. And it just happens time and time again. It's ruined everything.
I know certain packages can't be delivered, right? Like some you have to-
Signature ones.
Yeah, we can't leave any signature.
But if I order something like a cell phone clip or something like that, it's been getting there lately. I'm not gonna lie, but however, in the past, and I have proof of it, it hasn't. They would say, "Oh, your mailbox is full," when nothing's in the mailbox, and they would use that as an excuse, saying that they can't put a small thing in there. But then they don't use the bottom half of the mailbox, which is a very large parcel box.
I gotcha. Has she ever used it?
Not her, but every other mail carrier, whenever a new one comes in or on vacation or she's not around, they always use the bottom.
Because
Fill in people.
I'm
Yeah.
wondering if she even knows it's there. Because she's kind of young.
It says open.
I know, but
It has a
you
little
never
red
know.
arrow.
Like, yeah, it's. I mean, some people wouldn't even realize it's there.
I
you
know, that's why I put a red thing with a circle saying open.
Okay. Well, I'll advise on that too, so that she knows, and that she could always just drop your packages in there. And
Yes,
then,
that would be a very
because
good
maybe
resolution.
she doesn't even know.
Use the
that
mailbox.
it's there, yeah. So try that first. and
Okay,
then,
yeah, please.
And I'll see about the contract.
Thank you.
Get one
I'll
ready.
hang out for a little bit.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll get
Thank
this
you, sir.
dropped off.
And if you think of any resolutions, I mean, I'm just reach out. I'm here. I'm there most of the time. When I'm not, I'm running around working. So I'll
Okay.
be there. Thank you, sir.
Nice to meet you.
You too. We're gonna wait for a resolution here in a minute. I did get my legal mail first of all. Hello, all. News Now Springfield. Oh, News Now Lisa Springfield. Hey, good to see you out there. Same shit, different day, y'all. Same shit, different day. Let's see if we can get them to do something today in the manner of deliver my fucking mail. This mail carrier, as you heard them all say, is telling them not truth stuff, untruthful stuff. Let me throw this in here. I'm trying to hold on to it. Damn. Always lock your doors, people. I got my lucky silver coin on me, y'all. I was about to throw this in. I was dumping the trailer the other day, and this fell out, and it's silver. I'm not into all this astrological shit, but I figured let me just take a little. And this is all free scrap metal. I gotta run it to the scrap yard today. Alright, this is gonna be interesting when they come out. Let's see how many viewers and any comments. Any questions? If anybody watching, the one person very interesting, huh? The one person watching has any questions that I could ask, go ahead with them, because I'm ready. We want to get our mail, that's all we want. How hard does it take an act of Congress to get your mail delivered? I mean, really? I see why I don't see it at night. I have new ones coming, by the way. This was in a wreck. They paid me to fix it, and I used the money for something else. Life is great. Let's see anything new. Oh, we got one more viewer. Oh, wow, I'm overloaded. I got 2 people watching. Whatever shall I do? Anybody watching, any ideas of solution, go with it. I'll be watching my comments sometime. Oh boy, I need to wash this thing. Oh yeah, the thing is ready for a wash. I may have washed it 3 times since owning it because it always goes to the landfill. Bird shit is always on. I just hit it with the water hose, none of that soap and water shit. Oh, look at this, it's gonna fall out. I don't normally ride with an unsecure load like this. But today's a special occasion. I had to get here. This is what I was doing earlier. I think I got it all done. It's going to separate a few pieces of solid from the insulation. Pop off the brass. Actually, this is good looking. This might be... Can't make no bus bars with that. Let's see if this officer, and I like that she's going back in there to try and resolve this. Let's see if she can come out with a permanent resolution. This would be great training for everybody. I mean, even me and anybody watching from the public. I mean, literally, if you be peaceful and just bring out the facts, the undeniable facts, maybe the officer will do what they're doing for me, go back in a second time and try and resolve this, because in a way, I think she's getting the point. What if I was wearing a green shirt and they won't deliver my mail because I'm wearing a green shirt? What if I voted for Trump and they don't like that I voted for Trump and they won't deliver my mail because I voted for Trump? They're telling me effectively they're not delivering my mail because I'm recording them, which is our God-given legal right, especially when they tell me animal interference is in play, and I can record the fact that it is not, because I did exactly that. And now they instigated even more and they won't deliver my legal mail. The oil drain plug for my my Honda 1200 did not come in the mail, which size of your thumb, because they said it was too large or it was too full, whatever. But I have the video proof, and it's not just that, it's a lot of other things. I mean, I've gotten I can't even think of half the stuff, but it's online. USPS 524 on Facebook. It's all regarding this issue with this post office. I don't think I have any other post office stuff going on. I'm always here at this one. They force me to, I'm going to record every time. That's it. I know what they're doing. They're trying to get me to go in there and do something where they could trespass me, or if I accidentally record something I shouldn't. So I'm always in there ready with my finger over the mute button whenever people are giving their information, and I activate the mute button every time I can. If I miss something, I apologize, but I also try not to record the general public, especially kids and old people. They don't like that shit. But perfectly functional human being working. Oh, this battery's dead. We got an old mail truck getting boosted by the new mail truck. Oh, they got a jack out too. Maybe it's more than a battery. Motor pool maintenance, huh? I actually tried to be a maintenance guy here. I want to say in 04. It was 14 or 15.75 an hour, somewhere around there. And I was like, nah, go back to the car lot for 22 an hour. This place would have been a good job because it's consistent. The car lot was always, you don't got no work for you, go home and take a few days off. This place will probably keep you working. That little bit of money would have been worth it. And I'm pretty sure they had benefits here to call out. It was like, go home, Salt Hill, you'll be all right. Salt Talbot. And that's the maintenance guy there. Like I said, they'll probably put a privacy curtain up over this fence once I'm done with this. This is where they go quite often. So I'm hoping this video captures the essence of why I'm here and why all my other videos are hard to tell the story. I'm hoping I told my story completely and entirely in this here video. I'm hoping this here will find the eyes and the ears of somebody who can give me the answers I need to get my mail. I know the answer could be stop recording, but as soon as I do, they're going to keep on stealing my mail, which I have video of that, literally stealing my mail, and covering it up. I called the U.S. Postal Inspectors, Mr. McGee, whatever the fuck his first name is, programmed in my phone, and he is a joke. He literally told me, stop recording them. So did the main office. So if I stop recording them, it goes back to getting mail theft. Oh, Jump Starter. I remember that was the last thing they stole from me, and some transistors. Jump Starter, I have the video of the person reaching into my mailbox. It wasn't a mail carrier, by the way, it was a child. And I followed the kid to where he lived and asked them to retrieve my mail from him. And eventually they did. Most part of it anyway. Some of it was gone and irretrievable, and I already got my money back from eBay, so I left it as a mute issue. However, they left it as, well, we can get away with it, let's do it again. And they did it again and again and again. I finally put a safe in for a mailbox. It's an actual safe, people. I got it from one of my jobs. And after the safe was put in, they found other reasons not to deliver my mail. They don't want to put it in the safe. They don't want to put it by my door. They don't want to put it in the box by the tree. As quite evident in the 8-minute video that tells the other part of the story, where I don't want to say the beginning of the story, but I want to say the beginning of the issue that can be recorded and noted. Okay, here comes the officer. Let's see what they have to do or say.
So they're gonna try to contact Dominic, kind of see what
He's retired. Dominic retired.
Yeah, they're gonna try to contact
Oh, they
him.
are. I was gonna say, how could I contact?
So no, they're gonna try to contact him, see what he had, if he still has it anywhere in file or whatever. They're going to reach out to the ups and try to get an inspection out there.
Yes.
They don't
that would be
generally
nice.
do that unless it's egregious cases,
Okay.
right? And I'm hoping that this will help move that along.
I think it will, because I mean, you're helping. I mean, the situation a lot.
Yeah,
whether you know it or not.
I hope so. Like, I really don't want this to. I really want this to be done. Right?
Me too.
Like, I've
I'm
never
supposed to
been
be
out
at
here
court.
doing this before, but
I know.
you know, and I don't know mail law. Like, that's
I don't
not.
either.
It's not my forte. Like, I'm criminal, you know, so
Yeah.
not mail. But just letting you know. So the reason they don't put your packages in that box is they're not allowed to,
Why?
because they can only put the mail in a mailbox or deliver it to your door, and they can't go to your door because your dog has been aggressive to people that have gone up to the door, according to
He barks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They said that he's also like hit the door when
Yeah,
they
I
got
mean,
up to it. And that, you know,
that
that worries
happens.
them. Yeah.
That's why he came out and inspected the door, and he
Right.
grabbed it. He couldn't open it. He pushed it. He couldn't push it, and there was
Right.
nothing on the screen there.
So they'll have to get that inspection again in order to allow the mail people to feel comfortable enough to go up
Okay.
to the door, okay? And so they said that they can't put it in that bottom box because what it is it's like it's a mailbox and it has a little slit where your mail goes down into that, right?
Right? No,
So-
not true. It has two containers. For instance, it has a top, and it goes into a lock box. You need a key to get into the mail.
Yeah.
And in the bottom box, it would be basically no key access, and you can put anything in there.
Yeah, well, what they were saying was that they can't actually deliver into that. Like, they can't open that kind of stuff because if your package goes missing, people have said in the past it's their responsibility if somebody comes by and takes your packages. So that's what the explanation was why they cannot open it up and put your package in there. You also can't even put a box there. They can't put it in your box. because if somebody comes by and takes it.
Well, you can't see behind the steel door when it's closed. And secondly, most mailboxes, aren't they not lockable?
My mailbox is lockable.
It is?
You can
When I-
slip mail into it. I mean,
Yeah.
I can in order to get to my actual mail for me to get it out, I have to unlock it.
Yeah, because most mailboxes you just have a little thing you pull down. It's a little horseshoe shape, and
Yeah.
there's no lock. So I mean, in that variation, it's like that doesn't make sense either. But I'll accept your explanation. I appreciate it.
So they said that you can, if you want to prevent coming here for large packages, they said you have to get a bigger mailbox. And they said they've seen people with those large mailboxes.
My mailbox doesn't get any bigger. It's literally the size of that concrete post there. It's huge. It's like
Yeah.
the opening's like that at the bottom. The top's only that, but it's like double or triple that on the
Right.
bottom.
Yeah, but they said that they can't put anything in the
I know.
open container.
So you're telling me to get a bigger mailbox, but they still won't be able to put it in there though.
No, a bigger top mailbox.
Oh,
Yeah.
So
It
what
has
about
to be
this-
the bigger top part. Where
I
they
see what
put
you're
the
saying.
mail in. Yeah.
I'm thinking about cutting it off, flipping it around. Because then it'll be
I
the top.
mean, if it looks like a mailbox and it's the mailbox.
It's a square
you
box.
know,
Yeah.
Yeah, then I mean, try to make it work, I guess.
Yeah, I
Whatever you gotta
appreciate
do,
it.
but yeah. So it has to be big enough to put your packages in, and it has to be the main mailbox where they put your regular.
Right,
mail.
and I think if I flip it upside down, it'll be exactly what they want. So
Just
I
gotta
appreciate
make
it.
it look like a mailbox.
Yeah,
alright.
I have the little flag on it. I welded that on it.
Okay.
And I have pictures of it too. I mean, it's not
Yeah.
like I can't show, but.
Right.
All right,
Well,
I'm gonna
I
go
hope
home
that
and
helps for
read my
today,
legal mail. It does. I got my legal mail, and I got some serious answers that'll help me go forward. So I
Yeah,
appreciate
Yeah.
it.
So hopefully they'll be able to get the inspection, like I said, and we'll be able to resolve it
Yes, ma'am.
completely. And I told her too. I was like, I just want a resolution so that there's no more issues.
Okay.
So, and like I said with the recording, it's because she feels uncomfortable. Especially if you're posting it. I know you said you don't show her face,
Right.
but it's you have a legal right to record in a public space and on your property. People still feel uncomfortable about it. That's just the way it is.
And I tried to respect her. I don't record her face. I never put her name on there. I actually read it in a police report. I don't remember the last name though, because her father called the police on me, and he works for Waste Management.
Yeah.
And then after this happened, Waste Management started beeping their horns on me, and I went to the council meeting over that. So this has been ongoing. It's not just isolated to them. It's Waste Management as well, because their family's working there.
I gotcha.
So it's like people will be people. They're not always happy. They're always looking for someone to be a victim, and they're making me that person.
Right. Well, it's your job not to be the victim,
Yeah,
right?
I understand. All right.
Don't be
Well,
the suspect either. But
yeah. Hopefully I'm not.
Right.
All right. Well, thank you for your time.
No problem. You have a good day.
You too, ma'am. Let's move on. Let's get some AC going. Alright, let's read comments and see what's going on. Oh, no new comments. Nobody's even watching. I must be boring, I guess. Appreciate y'all watching. It's gonna take an act of Congress to get my mail delivered.